What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the stream. For my first stream in about a month, I get to cover the good, bad, and ugly championship here. We have Kamacausey versus Wad. And if you saw me say in Discord, this is actually the first match of the entire tournament that I've watched. I've had a really busy month at work. May is always busy for me, so unfortunately I wasn't able to play this month. But I'm looking forward to seeing the final matchup that this month has to offer. So I'll let them know that they're good to go ahead and get started. Looks like Kamikaze is starting out with Arden Tide, who, if I'm not mistaken, is on the Ugly Warlords list. React after target character rolls a magic save that failed by 10 or more, or was a critical failure, inflict 1 wound on the target. And Wad over here starting out with Console. He is a level 5 Nothrog Cleric. Interesting. Spend order, search your deck for a Siege character, show it to the other players, then shuffle your deck and put it on top of your deck. So he's essentially the Nothrog version of Naro-Ya. Running a couple Bakbu Umbala, that's interesting. I would normally picture Ardentide as more of a spell slinger. Oh, I suppose the Bakbu is to move him up a rank, maybe running doubles just in case one gets knocked out. Otherwise, maybe he's dropping other guys that are coming up. Lear Militia gonna search for level 1s to replace himself. One of the better level 1 Free Kingdom starters for sure. If you're trying to hold ranks, I like Kundaville as well. He is gonna go ahead and swap out with Ardentide right away, getting him up to that second rank. And over here we have Gundas on Wad's side, another very good Nothrog starter. Python, that's an interesting one. Spend order, inflict a wound on a character in your army, remove a wound from a Nothrog in your army. Okay, so he just kind of moves wounds around. Hey, we got Gracchus coming in with the sub. Awesome. Great way to start off the stream. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out. Yggdrasil's Altar. Oh man, the Altar's such a good card. And you can't see it right now because of the counter, but it's either common or uncommon. I don't remember. But keep in mind this is something that you can and will likely see in the peasant tournament coming up next month. All right. Wad coming out with a Trebuchet. Cannot equip items or attack. Spend order to perform a +5 range strike that can target character in any rank, stun the Trebuchet. Wow, so he's just gonna be sniping. Maybe get shoot, who's the level 2 that can sack himself? Is it Brel, I think? Sack himself for an additional wound. Yeah, it's that stupid table. It's a 6 skill. I know we had this exact same discussion probably last championship match I covered. Maybe it was a playoff match, but man, that was crazy. That's just everything that table can do. Heath Stafford out of Kamacausey. Not one you see too often. React once per turn after a character pays the cost for an action. Target freak team has +5 skill. That's going to be pretty good, upping Ardentide's skill for something like MLG or something along those lines. And Karachaguk, of course. It's not a Nothrog deck without the Corn Chuck. So I assume other people in chat have seen these decks throughout the tournament. Is Wad running some sort of Serene combo to go with the Karachaguk, or is he focusing more on Siege? Is the console strictly to search out the Trebuchet, since it can snipe anybody? Let me know in chat if you guys are familiar with these decks at all. Heath Stafford gonna spend back a rank. Interesting. As far as level 5 free kingdoms go, I know Garth Drac is a good option, ups your hand size to 6. That could be one we see out of Kamacausey. Ooh, Trebuchet gonna stun and go after that Bakbu. Try and collapse those ranks right away. And that will hit. So the Trebuchet is stunned, but the Heath Stafford that Kamacausey just spent back is now stunned in the 3rd rank. Definitely gonna wreck some plans to put a 5th level character into play. We see a Tsunami off of Ardent Tide reacting with an empowered spell. So the empowered spell first, after this character spends to pay the cost of a spell, magic saves have a bonus equal to this character's current skill. So Heath Stafford cannot react, but it's DC 5 plus the skill, so essentially skill times 2, so it's 18 DC 23s for all of the Gundas. They're at 0 skill, so unless they roll a nat 20, they're dead. Am I correct in that? That's really good. So those Gundas are going to be gone. And they have two saves. So if they, unless they roll nat 20s on both of them, they're gone because Ardentide's React is not once per turn, so those Gundas are almost certainly going to fail by 10 or more. He's taken out the Gundas, but if only he could take out that table. So one failed. Oh, that's right. The first save just spends. That's right, but it's still a save, so they get a wound off Ardentide, and then when they inevitably fail the second one, it'll put two wounds on him. Ardentide can react, and they'll be four wounded Gundam. They are super dead. So yeah, second save out of there. That Gundam's dead. Got two more to go. It would be pretty funny if one of these Gundams got a nat 20 and just stayed on the board for absolutely no reason. I like that Python spend order to go with the Gunda. If for whatever reason you have one unwounded and you can throw a wound on it to up its attack. I know they're meant to hold ranks, but it's at least a way you can use it. I don't know what it's in there for specifically, but obviously it has a purpose. So that other Gunda's dead. Who's coming up? Is it the Python or the table? Decisions, decisions. It's four wounds for two fails because it's two fail saves. Yeah, I think that's what I said. Four wounds on the one hit point Gunda. Obviously, it can react for the two hit points, but yeah, they will be super dead on the failed saves. So it failed the first one, and is it gonna come in clutch with a 20 here? Let's see. No, no, very much not. So Wad in the I formation already after the tsunami out of Kamacausey. However, Wad potentially has a little bit more ammo left. He can also stun up the Karachagok if he needs to hold ranks. Kamikaze probably out of ammo for this turn largely, throwing down his spend order and having his plans to drop a 5th level character wrecked. He does have a few more swings out of the Lear Militia that could get a little bit dicey if Wad does not stun Karachagok up, could take out that table. Essentially a 50-50 shot, a little bit worse. We'll just have to see what he does here. He's probably deciding whether or not to stun up the Karachagok because he's probably got plans for it back in rank 5. Like I said, I know Serene is pretty common with the Nothrog. Um, Although he does have the Trebuchet there, so it's not like he can play a Serene if he has one. I don't know. Yeah, that was a really good hand for Chase. And imagine, I mean, he didn't need it, but imagine if he could have reacted with the Heath Stafford as well and given +5 to that, make it a DC 28 against something with, I mean, even against the Altar, that's a really good DC save. And we don't even know what the other two cards in his hand were. I'm gonna guess that one of them was a Garth Drak at a level 5 free kingdom, but I guess I do not know what his deck contains. So we got a Mass Blessing out of Wad, opting to up the AC of the Yggdrasil's Altar instead of stunning up the Karachagok, hoping that that will hold it. I have to imagine Chase will swing with the Lear Militia here. Um, so he needs what, a 16 to hit. It'll be interesting for sure. Unless he has a spell out of Ardent Tide as well to try and take out the Yogur's Altar. I doubt he's got a Ball Lightning or anything like that. Yeah, just gonna swing with the Lear Militia and 2 off. Not gonna cut it. Man, I'm happy anytime a table dies. Like, that table is just so annoying. Got a Covet Tree Raiser. How is that the case? Oh, Karachagok raises the level. That's right. So the Lear Militia missed their shots, and now the Covet Tree Raiser is all the way up. Dang. So that Mass Blessing did do the trick. Otherwise, both those definitely would have hit. Wad got lucky for sure. So none of the Lear Militia gonna be able to hit here. Consul still has a spend order if he chooses to use it this turn. Slow march. Oh, interesting. Okay. So the Karachagok will move up to there. Trebuchet will go up to 2. We'll move up to 3, but Console won't have to fall. And wow, is Chase scooping? Looks like he just scooped. So Kamacausey going 0-1 this round so far. Dow not scooping his deck yet, but Chase already setting up for game 2. There we go. So what is the next deck? So this is going to be good out of Chase, running Jin Valford. And looks like, was console bad or ugly? No, it has to be ugly because Gunda's good. So now we get good versus bad here. I agree, it did seem a little bit early to scoop. Maybe he's hoping. I don't know, because if he wins here, you go to game 3 and there's no timer, so time has nothing to do with it if he scoops. That definitely seems a little bit early. He was in a pretty rough position for sure, but I mean, he who knows what he had left in his hand? Probably a couple dead cards if that's why he decided to scoop. So we see Fotruka and another table Python start. This time we're going to get Lorik. His melee strikes can target an additional rank away. And Jin Valford, a warlord. I just love the design. I wish he was better than he was. I've tried to play him before and never been able to make him phenomenal, but I have gotten Kill Dragon out with him a couple times. Who can spend order to play Kill Dragon, who is a level 7 Free Kingdoms Dragon, or he can order, once per turn, move another Lycanthrope forward 1 rank. So another downside, he can't move himself, but see, Eliora in 2, she's a Free Kingdoms Druid. I really thought she was planar. Order once per turn, reveal an astral character from your hand. Free Kingdoms have +2 attack and AC while in your army till end of turn. I would not be surprised if she's in there for Tree Walk, just being a level 2 druid, but who knows? I can't imagine a lot of astral characters in this deck, I guess planar now. And Eastcourt Sentry, we all know what he does, but he's got a big block of text, so I'll go through it anyways. He is a druid, lycanthrope, and monster. Daybreak, if it's the first turn, your characters in play have +2 AC while Eastcourt Sentry is in the discard pile. And Nightfall, if it's not the first turn, your characters in play are lycanthropes if you have 2 or more copies of Eastcourt Sentry in your discard pile. So his goal, his only purpose is to die and give benefits to the rest of your army. If all your guys are lycanthropes, then Jin Valford can move them. So we see Chase take initiative and going to drop a Tauren Iskar right off the bat. That's definitely really good. That'll hopefully help him get through any dead cards he's got. Maybe find a little bit more value this game than last. See, a Figurine of Protection on Fotruka. Man, I hate that card. It's so annoying. If you just want Druid Phase or that Nymph is better, I agree. The Nymph, can't remember her name. Uh, Eloise, that's it. +4 or 5 AC, react once per turn when targeted to make her 17 against a range strike. I definitely like her better and she's good. I don't know what Phase does offhand, but I mean, maybe Elior is in play for a purpose. He could be running other astral characters. Gonna discard the Cardinal's Blessing with Tauren and grab a card off the top. It's interesting, seeing as Valford is a fighter, so it can go on Eliora since it's level 4. After this character performs an action, charge token once per turn, reveal that. So it does work with that. Okay, so maybe he does. Oh man, and we get the Kill Dragon right off the bat. Yeah, Gracchus, I think the Eliora is with the Cardinal's Blessings, and that's +6, so that's pretty solid, actually. That's a nice little combo, but man, Jin Valford turning into a dragon right away. This is going to be fun to watch now. Fotruka popping out the Figurine of Protection, but who cares? We got a dragon over here now. That's just the dragon statue. It's not even a real dragon. Gonna spend the figurine of protection back. Interesting. Making room for a rank 5. Normally, Fotrucka is more of a, not front ranker, but like, I don't know, you see stuff like Feral and Gunda. Oh, Gunda's good, so you can't there, so that makes sense, I guess. Patroness Caro is gonna react +1 HP to the whole first rank. Now it's kind of looking like Chase has the momentum here. Patroness Caro is one of my favorite cards in Free Kingdoms. It's just really solid, and that's one he can reveal with Eliora if he needs to at a later point, because it's not unique either, which is crazy. It's 3 hit points, 3 strikes, planar, really solid react. Just stun it up to hold ranks if you need to. I just really like it as a card. I just don't play Free Kingdoms all that often, so it's not one I use too frequently. So it's going to be back to Wad's turn. We'll see if he drops a level 5 character after spending back that figurine of protection. Something to note as well, Lorik, if he swings on the Eliora, can react with Yggdrasil's Altar still. Can go over those +1 HP in the front rank, essentially bypass all that and go straight for a second rank. So not as crucial of a react here as it can be in other games, but sometimes that react can be really solid. Let's see, haven't missed anything in chat. Just make sure. Doesn't look like it. Okay. And I believe it's still Dow's turn. Maybe he stepped away for a minute. Hopefully they didn't lose any sort of internet connection or anything like that. Nope. Okay. So Dow is going to go ahead and drop the Covet Tree Razor, so that is why he spent back the figurine of protection. No Karachaguk this time around. And it looks like he's going to reveal the Patroness Caro with the Eliora. Free Kingdoms characters have +2 attack and AC while in your army until end. It's the whole army. Okay. That's pretty solid. So yeah, that would be really sweet with the Cardinal's Blessing. I kind of like that. That's a neat little combo there. But it is just +2 across the board now, not that +7. And yep, Lorik gonna go ahead and swing into the Eliora that has not ordered this turn. Gonna remove a charge from the altar, so he's swinging at, what, +5? That'll get it, I think. 14. No, she's up by 2. That's gonna miss by 1. Unless he's got some other buff I'm not seeing. No, okay. So only works on one character? Which blessing? Graham, which blessing are you referring to that only works on one character? Oh, Cardinals bless. Oh, okay, okay. I see. It is just one. I mean, that's still solid if you have someone you want to target with it, but yeah, it's not as good. But +4 to the board is still pretty good. That's essentially a mass blessing. I mean, it's a little bit lower, but so yeah, gonna stun the Patroness Caro up, not able to get it up to the front this turn. But doesn't necessarily need it to hold ranks right now, kind of wants those Escorite Sentry to die, which does not bode well for the Lorik being able to jump right over the top of them, nor for the Patroness Caro buffing their hit points right now, but it is what it is. Man, Mass Blessing out of Kill Dragon would be insane right now. That is something that can give 7s to not the whole board, but his whole rank. Looks like Wad gonna spend up the Covet Tree Razor, stunning up that figurine of protection. Not seeing a whole lot happening out of Fotrucka right now. I mean, a swing out of Lorik, play character, it's about it, but a lot more excitement happening on the other side of the board for sure. Now you just have to wonder what this Kill Dragon Jin Valford build is like. And that's another tricky thing with him too. Like do you run any fighter stuff, or do you hope to turn him into Kill Dragon so you have three copies of Kill Dragon and more cleric actions for him to focus on? That's a difficult balance to run as well. I almost considered running Jin Valford as a cleric druid for classes in session, just because you can focus on actions. Kill Dragon is a cleric druid as well, so when and if he comes into play, you don't lose any momentum there. But it just seemed like there were other better options, and that was just kind of forcing something that I don't know, maybe wasn't the best. What do you guys think? We see an Arbraz out of Fotruka. Level 5 Barbarian. Order kill another one of your Nothrog, perform a melee strike, not once per turn. Order once per game, target a warlord you control. Arbraz gains the warlord trait permanently, kill the target. Oh, that's kind of cool. So if you, I don't know, do you send them up and just kill guys to take a bunch of strikes, essentially Ring of Piercing? Or do you keep them in the back if Fotruka gets in dire straits? I don't know. It's a really unique ability. And I didn't mention it, I don't think, but Chase did play the other Patroness Caro. So plus 2 hit points to the entire first rank right now, and a couple planers out there. Let's see. Chase just did that, so it is back to Wad's turn, it looks like. I would not complain if Wad just won here, so this match doesn't go super late, but I would also like to see some very close games. Game 3 could be exciting, just to see what their decks are as well, what their final decks are. Oh man, and there's the tree walk. Wow, so he can just kill his whole army here and go nuts with the Arbras. Oh, but plus 3 hit points to the East Great Sentry, and plus 2 hit points, putting them at 3, and then plus 4 AC from the Eliora. So that is not looking as solid right now. And yeah, spend back, get that Patroness Caro up, so you have the planer with the 3 hit points up there, but he could still, I mean, he's got 2 swings on the Arbras. He could maybe try and wound a couple East Great Sentry, so they die at end of turn. He's got the Lorik, can maybe try and take out an Eliora. Can kill somebody with the altar, I guess. Really doesn't seem worth it at this point. Res is interesting. And an uncommon too? That really seems like a rare. Crazy. That seems like one of those like finicky trick cards that they would make a rare, even though it's not that good. But he's like he fits that category and he seems good. Just with the order to kill into a melee strike. Gonna spend back the Python. Interesting. What does Tree Razor do? Discard a card. There's no wound. Kill target Nothrog. Oh, so he's gonna kill the Python to move forward a rank, I guess? And he can kill the Altar to move forward and kill a Lorik to move forward. So he can kill his guys to move up the Covert, or he can kill them for strikes on the Arbras, or kill them with the Egroth Altar. Man, he's got a really strong Chosen vibe going on here. Trucka not been able to react this turn, because Chase seems to be playing almost more defensively. Not really doing much wounding, so not a big reason to react. Gonna spend back the Lorik now. I would guess that is what's happening then. He's preparing to move up the Covert so he can kill the Lorik instead of the Altar. Just kind of clearing a path for him to move on up. Alright, this time I'm going to bomb hand. Yeah, I guess I don't know what a bomb hand would be for a Jin Valford that's now a Kill Dragon. He does have Tauren to try and help find what he wants. Um, he's going to fly forward 1 rank or... Yep, so fly forward 1 rank and then stun up to 3. That's pretty interesting. No, Mass Blessing from a level 7 isn't bad at all, but I mean, it's not like the Iscarite Sentries are big swingers. He just stunned up, so Kill Dragon isn't going to be swinging anytime soon. Patroness Caro isn't going to be swinging anytime soon. So at that point, Mass Blessing just plays more into defense rather than trying to take out Wad. So I mean, Torin can help him find whatever he's looking for. I'm just not sure. It seems clear, obviously, that he wants to be in rank 2 with Kill Dragon, so he may have some sort of order spell coming out of it. Who knows? So, yep, gonna kill the Python to move the Covert Tree Razor up. Notably, does still have Arbros ready, able to swing. Um, doesn't have to be ready, so he can swing with the Lorik before he kills it, presumably with Covert to move up. I guess we don't know for sure, but it just seems like that's what he's gonna do. What just happened? Yeah, Kill Dragon's at 25 AC. Did he just change his mind and then unchange his mind? I think that's what just happened. Yeah, Kill Dragon's at 25, so Lorik can swing and get lucky, but even if he kills something and puts a charge on Yugro's altar, he still needs a 20 to hit it, so that's not really worth it. I would maybe try and take out the Eliora just to keep him from buffing next turn, more so, or go after Patroness Caro, see if you can get lucky and roll even. Both of those definitely better odds than trying to hit or trying to roll a nat 20 against the Kill Dragon, but if you want to get lucky, I guess go for it. Chase is going to swing with an Iscarite Sentry. We won't know what he's going on since he missed. Or did he? If he was going on a Lorik, he didn't. Probably going on the figurine, though. Maybe the Arbraz, but again, we don't know. Um, yeah, it couldn't have been the Lorik. Since he's swinging at 5, that would have been a 12. That would have hit the 11. So probably going on the figurine of protection if I had to guess. Oh, so he was going on the Lorik, and we're going to get the react out of Fotruka now, giving him +1 hit points. So your Nothrog's melee strikes can target an additional rank away. Lorik can target an additional. Oh, I got it now. Okay. So, oh, and the Python. Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. He never really got that engine going. But so he can put a wound on the Lorik, react with Fotruka, I guess, take a wound off the Lorik since it doesn't have to be the same one. Oh, but it's only while they have the wound on him. So, but still, he can put a wound on it, and then yeah, he can swing 3 ranks away. That's actually really cool. He can react with the Ygro's altar to make the swing bigger. So if he does end up swinging and getting a wound on the Tauren, man, if they have like a low AC, maybe even low hit point, Wizard Warlord sitting further back, that would be kind of crazy. That's really cool because normally you see Gunda out of Foshraka, but obviously Gunda's good, so you can't have Gunda in a bad deck, so you have to improvise. And I'm sure it's been done before, but I have not seen that, so I like that combo. That's really cool. So Iscarite Sentry gonna swing, and it looks like he got a wound on the Arbras. Not gonna worry about the Lorik since it's just +1 hit point till end of turn. Although I might go after it here just to make it more difficult for that Covert Tree Razor to get forward. You're not going to take out that Arbraz. It saves you a few strikes on the Covert next turn, but Arbraz is at. So he needs an 11 to hit the Arbraz. Yep. It's going after that Lorik. And I think that gets it. That's 13. Yeah, you got a dead Lorik right there. Unless he's got a final blessing, Covert Tree Razor is not moving up. I mean, unless he wants to kill the Arbraz. Ooh! Not a final blessing, but he's got the Soothing Waters. Not often you see that played on a dying Lorik, but when it means your giant can kill it to move forward, you do what you got to do. That's really funny. As much as I said I hope this match doesn't go long, I have to pull for the dragon here. Like I'm contractually obligated to. So I can't pull against Kill Dragon now that he's in play, and especially now that he's the warlord. So uh hopefully we end up going to game three, and then that is what ends up being quick. But like I said, just hope for some good games here. Look, so when I was making my username, I thought Wyvern looked cooler just with the W's and the Y's and the V's. And actually, when I created my username, I was trying to pick one that wasn't taken in Pokemon Go. That's where it originated. So all the cool dragon-based ones were taken since they have dragon types in Pokemon. Um, so I ended up going with Wyvern, but dragons are still where I'm at. That's my thing. So I generally play dragons most times when I given the chance. I know I didn't start out this year playing too many, but I did with the build of Warlord. Really can't with peasants since pretty much all of them are rares, but we'll see what I can make work for turncoat. But dragons all the way, whether it's a kill dragon or an Ashrain or a Supremus, gotta pull for him. Unless I'm playing against a Dragon Lord, then I'm pulling for myself, obviously. Angu Mornwater, I could. I've thought about it. I've play tested with him a little bit. The options for dragons include Angu Mornwater, Dragon's Lair, which is completely useless in Peasant, and Minor Dragonkin. If you want to count Jin Valford, since he looks like a half dragon, otherwise that's it as far as dragons go for Peasant. So I might end up playing Angu Mornwater. I didn't really want to give anything away, but since it was brought up, I will say it is one of the decks I've built and play tested. Um, so let's see here. Things have moved up. You got Kill Dragon stunned in the front now. That's interesting. Got a dead figurine of protection. Looks like the Yggdrasil's altar ate it. I'll bet it was tasty. Yeah, those are going to be big strikes coming at him. You guys got me monologuing about dragons. How did Kill Dragon end up stunned in the front rank? Oh, a nat 20. Who is he going at? Eliora, though, not the Kill Dragon. Interesting. He moved up Torrens. Oh, okay. So Kill Dragon is up front of his own free volition. Got it. Wow. And he goes to try and kill the Tauren on what? Anything but a 1 and misses. Gets the 20 and the 1 back to back. That is duality right there. Crazy. And what have we here? Courage from Faith. Oh, okay. Nice. Well, that just got interesting. Watch, he's gonna top deck a Mass Blessing next turn. Okay, so now the Kill Dragon's ready. He didn't take a swing with the Arbras that would have hit with the 20, putting a wound on it, so I guess Covet could discard a card, do additional wounds. He could have it, but I don't want to speak too soon yet, because, I mean, the Covet and the Arbras could be really sketchy against that Kill Dragon. Footruk is definitely going to have wound reduction and redirection. And despite having several strikes, Kill Dragon strikes are all quite low as well. So, I mean, it'll depend on what he gets. A Mass Blessing would definitely be amazing here, but we'll have to see. And Wad does get initiative as well. I have to imagine he's going to discard a card with that Covet Tree Razor, which would force Kill Dragon to swing without being able to buff, whether it be from an Eliora or a Mass Blessing or something of the like, since you'd have +9s coming for the kill, and that's not ideal. I will say Covet Tree Razor does have relatively low AC for a level 5. I mean, 14, it's not great odds to hit 4 in a row, but it's definitely doable. Umbras, he has to buff the +9s with miss on an 18 or less. With a Mass Bless, right, but but if he doesn't drop that Mass Bless, since Wad has the play, so if he doesn't have Mass Bless, he'd have to go get it with Tauren, which would give Covet a window to swing. I mean, he can buff with the Ygrel's Altar, making him +14s. That seems pretty significant even with a Mass Blast. Um, I guess you still need a 14 to hit, or 13, something like that. Math isn't my strong suit, especially not at 10 o'clock at night. Watt is definitely thinking this over very carefully, trying to figure out what the right move is since Chase scooped game 1, so if Wad wins here, it's over. If Chase wins, it goes to game 3, timers off. And we'll get to see their third and final decks as well. I don't know. What would you guys do here? Obviously, it depends on what's in their hand. See a spend order out of Fotruka. Incentives. Ooh. Kind of surprised we didn't see that earlier, but I mean, I guess it was just one hand. But yeah, that's definitely a staple in Fotruka, so each target inflict. You may inflict a wound on each, so yeah, he's going to wound each of them. +5 attack and power attack. Wow, so that can be the kill right there. So it's +5. So the Covert Tree Raider swinging, that's going to be a power attack check. That's going to get it, probably from Covert. So then this will be the swing itself. Going to remove a charge from the altar. So you're swinging at +19. Oh, I think that still hits. It's a 19, right? +5. No, it's +4 on the altar. That misses by 1. Wow. Wait. 2, 19. That's 11. I don't know how that hit. Is there a buff I'm not seeing? I feel like that missed. Because you're at +9 between those two, putting you at 18 with the Covet. Unless, it could have been the Arbras that went first, I guess, in which case that would have hit on the nose. Yeah, he did just add a counter onto Covet Tree Razor, so it was the Arbras that went first. So that's gonna hit exactly on the nose. Power attack's gonna fail, but the actual strike is gonna hit on Kill Dragon. Yeah, I know the strike gains +5. I just normally pretty much always go left to right, so I was assuming the Covet was swinging, not the Arbras. I didn't see where he put the power attack counter, so I thought it missed by 1, but it hits exactly. And he misses with the power attack on Covet, so he's not going to be able to kill the Kill Dragon. But man, what a play. I think we may have spoke too soon about Kamacausey having this. So I will say fair warning to everybody watching as well. I talked to Wad and Kamacausey before the match. For whatever reason, Discord will not load on my computer right now. I will try it as their match wraps up just to see if it'll work now, but I'm thinking I'll have to restart my computer. It was working like an hour ago when I checked. So I didn't think it was going to be an issue, but it doesn't look like we'll be able to have any sort of post-game interview with them here. Um, I didn't want to restart my computer 5 minutes before I was supposed to be live streaming, just since that seems like it's prone to cause things not to go well. Draw the essence. It's hot sauce right here. It looks like he's just gonna have to swing though. Boy, that's not ideal. How did COVID just stun? What just happened? Okay. Kill Dragon uses spend order. Okay. So the COVID is stunned. I was thinking he was swinging. Wow. I think that's the right move. I mean, it's not like he could have, but he probably wouldn't have killed. Ooh. Mm, no, I think I would have gone after the Arbalest to try and kill it, just because he does have that kill order to go through your whole army and do a whole bunch of big strikes. Even with the react from Fotrucka, you've got I don't know. It was a play. No play would have been amazing, but oh, okay. So Kill Dragon gonna ready. Oh, Aran can search for a lycanthrope since Kill Dragon's a lycanthrope, so he can get him. Okay. I'm really liking this Jin Valfret build. I'll have to reach out to Kamacausey for this deck list. It's really cool. And it's all good too. I think that gets it, yeah. Yeah, that's 10 plus 4, that's 24. Does it not get it? Or is he just showing what he could have done? Hey, Woodrow in the chat. Thank you for the sub. Yeah, they're just showing what they had left. So Wad is gonna take it. Congratulations to your I don't want to speak too okay, yeah, they're showing off. I just want to make sure I'm not speaking too soon. Like I'm pretty sure that strike hit. Yeah, congratulations, Wad, for winning the May 2022 Good, Bad, and Ugly tournament. So I'm gonna minimize untap real quick, try one more time to load Discord. Maybe it'll decide to work. It will not. And tell you what, let's actually go through my browser, see if that'll get it, so I can hop into chat with him real quick. It's gonna make me log in. Or maybe not. All right, I think we're in. And I go to the Warlord chat. See, make sure my desktop audio is not muted, and let's hop into their chat.
Or at me, then I just stealth your strike 7 times, and if you swing my people, you got to swing carols and stuff. So,
yep.
Good games, guys.
you as well, man. Sorry I couldn't make it more of a match.
No, this is Wyvern. So no good games to me. I wasn't involved in any of them. I was saying good games to.
No, I was talking to Wad.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
He
Good
said
games.
GG's in the chat, so
Yeah.
I gotcha.
Yep. Good games. Whew.
Man,
Heavy
congrats,
sweating.
Wad.
I made a hellacious play
Thank
mistake
you.
in our first game that cost me.
Which
Were
was
you thinking
what?
about discarding a Patrius Caro or?
No, the first game I had
Oh,
my 2 cards in my hand was Wonder Wretch, and you fucking Karacha and I couldn't play either one of them.
I was wondering what they were. I was thinking you were holding like fiery bolts or ball lightning. I was like,
No. And so like it was brutal because I mean that's 6 points of planar that you got to deal with, and I just and I swung with my Lear militias, but you had the tree walk or you had a slow march and a mass blessing. I was like, okay, this is over anyway.
His
yeah, that,
tsunami was brutal, but then yeah, I thought you had like a Garth Drac or something level 5 coming in that you spent back for.
Well, I had to spin back. I had to spin back to put a level 4 in because he had Krakachuk in play.
Oh, right. I forgot that affects everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, and if I knowing the deck better, I should have just first action put a Wonder Wretch in play, and that way, no matter what you did, I could have played all my cards. But that's me not knowing the matchup well enough.
yeah, I've done that before. Done that plenty of times.
I got being able to work where he's at is stupid.
I really
Yeah,
like your Jin Valford build as well. I like what I saw out of that. It was very cool, very unique, and looks like a lot of fun to play.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, that was the first loss I took with Argentine, and I feel like I played it
Oh,
better. It could have been a win, but I screwed up. Especially since I had the Empower Spell and the Tsunami. It didn't matter who you slow march for. I just stun them or kill them. You would have done four hit points worth of damage.
yeah, I wouldn't have seen
Yeah,
that slow march coming either.
I even thought about your slow march, and I was like, he has one card in hand. He hasn't been playing like he's got a slow march, but you had it, so it is what it is.
yeah.
I didn't. I totally punted it after not being able to drop 6 hit points worth of planar characters, and the game was over. And I wasn't about to watch you slow march and kill all my shit. No
hey,
thanks.
it's no big deal. Live Larches were spent, right? I mean, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
they can suck it up for you.
I seen the writing on the wall. It was we're Lear Militia's already tough, and I like. And the thing is, that match is different if I can hit one fucking strike on your altar, so I can cripple your ranks. But that didn't happen. That mass blessing was clutch.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking it. I was like, I don't even know if it's worth at this point to play Mass Blessing because I was like, it's surely going to be a DC check. I'm going to be like 5 attack AC, yeah, and they're going to be like ball lightning. I'll be like, okay.
Art don't play at that wimpy shit. He brings out the haymakers.
You don't got no you don't got any spells that you don't have to spend for.
No, it's all haymaker, son.
You run the ring in there.
No. I had it in there originally. Took it out before the tournament because it just didn't do enough.
And it gives you guys -2 attack. So
Well, that part I don't care about because Arden is the one doing all the killing. So everyone
right,
else is just a skill buff or hit points.
that's true.
Clearly, Lear Militia can't get it done offensively.
Not this time. They're better at running back and telling everybody about what someone tried to do to them.
I've been hit by Blair militias plenty of times though. So yeah,
they go tell the town about what someone tried to do.
yeah.
So I'm just curious what the matchup would have looked like. What were your guys' third decks had we gone to a game 3 here?
I
He's
had
probably got larger. He's probably the only evil
no.
third
I
round.
went.
No.
I played this stupid dummy.
Oh, let's go with your evil deck.
Yeah.
Nice.
Our
Oh, that's the
I,
OG build with the
Ah,
tower. That's how I like to play him.
nice. Yeah, that's what I've played with him as well.
Here's what I had. It might have been a pretty
I only
good
had to play
matchup
this.
for me.
I only had to play that dummy one time.
Yeah, I had a little pinion action.
Pinion. Okay.
Oh god, that would have been a bad matchup.
Yeah.
Well, maybe if I get monkey paws, it just plows through Danry's.
Yep. If I can just throw enough meat forward, make you make a check. Hopefully, you keep on filling DC 14s. Maybe kill yourself.
This particular build, I played triple Dragon Buckler, triple Monkey's Paws, just to be like real aggressive.
Oh,
I love
dang.
Dragon Buckler. That's I used to when I would challenge. Gosh, stupid upside down rogue Dragon Lord back in the
Altus.
day. Altus when he came out, I would challenge him with Artec, and I ran 3 Gloves of Mercy to get up to. I was trying to do 4 wounds of pop, so I'd run 3 Gloves of Mercy, 3 Nothrog daggers, 3 Dragon's Buckler. That's the other item does an additional wound, 3 Monkey's Paws, and I would just try to get a couple of them and just run up there and hit them.
I mean,
And
this build I played, it's 25 characters, and then all the typical stuff that you'd expect to see, like no prisoners and bare
all the
souls, flame blades.
strike generation and everything.
Yeah,
Do
and
you
ring of
run
piercing.
do you run Temples or Potion of Blurring?
Can't run temple; it's a bad deck.
Oh, that's right. It's not.
But yeah, normally I would.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to put Brother Dami in my Artec deck too.
Hey,
That
Tourniquet's
way.
coming up in July. Maybe you can.
Our tech takes one prisoner. His name's Dominic.
That's right. Just pats him on the head. Just play beside me, son. I'll show you how this is done.
I'll set you beside a tower. You'll be fine.
Yeah, because then if you get a temple into play, tower, Brother Domini, then our tech has 25 AC set to a tower, and Brother Domini has 14, 19, 20.
If people don't respect the old school, the tower strategy,
23.
man. This was the primo Northrok start back in the day.
It really was. It really was. Especially against like elves before they started switching over to DC checks and they had all these range strikes and blitzy decks. It was like, cool, I'll start 2 towers and they're just gonna have to roll high. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that 15 AC is solid on them too. And just once you get them forward and the ergs can take stuff off of them because they work for range strikes too, which is really nice.
yep. Yep. And you can even run Feral in there if you want to give extra hit points or blitz to the front.
Yeah, true. When I've played Artec with that build, it's generally been 6-man, but if you are running 25 characters, then yeah, for all
Yeah,
can come
yeah. I
in.
mean, I think we've all played Artec 6-man before, but the
Yeah.
problem is any kind of 6-man deck is the dude's got 5 skill, 12 AC. Like, there's no plan B if plan A don't work, and
Yeah.
you just feel bad. So it's good to have some other people to help you out.
This is
Yeah.
true.
I always like play 3 death bargains, try to put a death bargain on him early so he just keeps on gaining 1 AC.
Oh,
And then
nice.
people want to swing on him instead of your support. And then if they realize it too late, he's already got like 20 AC by death bargain or something, even if they're playing characters. And it's like, oh man, I should have killed him early. It's like, yep, you should have gone for him. So of course then they play Capex if it's a dirty elf and just take it away. Oh, but
Those elves.
so I was so happy when they restricted Capex to 1. I used to mainline elves at all the ancients level tournaments, and I just felt so bad. I mean, you play 3 Capex, and you would
No one
sever
wants
to
to be your
flush them if
friend.
you needed to. Yeah, it's just like it feels bad. Like it's just like, like rogue come up, cool. Why don't you give me your Altus cloak or portable hull? Oh, I'll take the vortex. No.
Yeah, and it just comes out of nowhere too. It's not even something they have time to like ditch the portable hole for a card or anything like that.
Yeah, they portable hole to the front, thinking, all right, next turn he's only got 2 cards in hand, 1 card in hand. I'll portable hole to the front, get ready to go over, stab him. I'll draw a card, deal. Then they lose it. And they're like,
Yeah. Yeah, feels bad every time.
yeah, for sure.
Well, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up the stream. Good games to both you guys, and congrats to Wad for taking down the May tournament.
Thank you. Thanks. I got lucky. The cards were on my side. I got no complaints. I drew pretty well all the games except 1, so can't complain.
I say back to back tree walk against me when no card draw is pretty good.
Yeah,
Considering I
seriously.
also play tree walk and didn't see my tree walks.
Oh, you're gonna make me kill myself on this cold laughing too hard.
Default win. Wad's dead.
Oh man.
All right, man. Good games. I'll talk to you later.
All right, take it easy, bud.
See ya.
And thank you to
Bye.
everybody who made it out to the stream as well. As for the peasant tournament next month, I might have to miss the first 2 rounds. I'm hoping at the very least I can play on my phone. I'll probably be on the road a little bit, but I will stream as much as I can. I'm going to have more giveaways next month. I'm hopefully going to have some emotes for subscribers to use, so I'm looking forward to what's coming to the channel. So be sure to stay tuned for that. And thanks again for coming out to tonight's stream or watching it on the VOD later on. I really appreciate all the support and all your subscriptions. So until next time, I'm Wyvern. I'll see you guys later.